Chances. Manky.
Streaming Junkies! Streaming Junkies! Hello everyone, this is Streaming Junkies. Today we are the continuity crew. I'm Will.
I'm Win.
Today we are stop centering my succulent, you asshole.
I think I think I know the name for this now.
What?
Leo.
No,
I didn't push it. This is little Leo, named after our esteemed gentleman behind the camera and the computer. Leo. So
he said, "Call me Leo. My name is Leo." That's what he said.
That's what he said. So welcome back to Streaming Junkies.
Streaming Junkies.
Today we're gonna be talking about the new
Mank, starring Gary Oldman, Amanda Seyfried,
Lily Collins,
Charles Dance, Tom Pelphrey, Arliss Howard, Tuppence Middleton.
So you can tell Will's not very happy with this movie at all.
I freaking love this movie, dude.
You didn't actually like this movie.
Yes, I did.
We were talking about this earlier, and he was like, "I really hated this movie."
Now you're just flipping it on me. Yes, okay, you're right. I hated this movie. Yeah. It was black, and then it was white. I should have made that one sentence. It was black and white. Wouldn't cut that.
No, I'm not.
I know you're not. I'm gonna get trouble. But yeah, I hated this movie. It was in black and white, and it sounded old. And Gary Oldman's like the best actor ever. Anyways,
wow.
Did you know Amanda? Damn it, I'm in the sentence now, and it's gonna make me put it in this MCU bucket. Did you know Amanda Seyfried was supposed to be Gamora?
No, but why?
I don't know.
I'm glad they didn't.
She's one of the first choices. Stupid.
I'm glad they didn't.
If you're wondering, this is the MCU bucket. If we mention MCU or DC, we have to put money in the jar.
Yeah, no, I didn't. But
yeah.
I'm glad they chose Zoe Saldana.
Yes, she's awesome. But anyways, Mank, thoughts?
It was excellent. I love this movie.
Freaking amazing. One of the best movies definitely all year.
It's not like Citizen Kane or anything, but it was good.
It's no Citizen Kane, don't get me wrong, but it's based off of Citizen Kane. It takes a lot of strokes from Citizen Kane, and it's very similar to Citizen Kane, but it's not Citizen Kane.
I like that you said strokes. But yeah, this movie...
Directed by David Fincher.
He hasn't made a movie since 2014.
6 years.
And I'm really glad that he took his time on this. This movie was actually written by his dad.
Yeah.
Died in 2005.
Jack Fincher.
Yeah, Jack Fincher. Apparently he had a screenplay on it, and he's been sitting on it since 2005, something like that. So good for him. He did this, and needless to say, I think this was a really good movie for him to come back, I guess. It's not like he left, but he hasn't made a movie since 2014. So
I think it's hard to undertake something that is related to Citizen Kane, since it is such a big film in, like, say, the film industry or just film school, whatever you want to say. But he did a fantastic job, without a doubt. They do little callbacks even to certain things in Citizen Kane. While
no, actually, this entire film, like, looking at it, is actually a callback to Citizen Kane.
Oh, 100%.
Because the cinematographer for it, I don't remember his name, but the cinematographer for it, he took notes from Citizen Kane and the cinematography from it, and he basically just did that and redid that. And same deal with the lenses that they used. So that's very cool.
Yeah, I don't know how you would do that, but like the audio is definitely not the sound's older.
Oh yeah, people in the film industry is pretty intelligent, so they definitely could do that.
And then, like, even the thing I said, just so I don't have to go, the sound, the looks of it, I said that some movies really try to feel like they're old movies, or they're set in a different they come out in a different time period, but this one does it, and it succeeds like flawlessly.
I don't know, man, because like watching this, the black and white thing, because I know David Fincher wanted to do it in black and white, and he had plans, and they did test for it, but I really think that you could still tell that this was digital. I mean, that's just me because I think that's just me.
No, I definitely could too, but I think it, besides like nitpicking it's
yeah, I know, but
it feels old, and most movies I would say don't succeed in making it feel like an old movie, but like one we talked about earlier this week, The Lighthouse, that one succeeds in it.
Yeah, I don't really know. I think they might have used an Alexa for that and just desaturated it. But like, no, this movie I definitely could tell that it was a red camera, and it was, and I was right. It was a red monochrome, monster chrome, or something like that, and it was really cool to learn about it. Sorry, I'm a gearhead, I guess, or
you're on like a crazy boy.
I love cameras.
One thing I will say about this movie, surprisingly political.
No, that was what Citizen Kane was all about.
I know,
politics.
but it surprised me just how much, even on the backstory of it all.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, and I know this movie, before someone comments down there that says like, oh, it was made more like a movie and more, I can't think of the right word. It's Bohemian Rhapsody did it. It made it more, it wasn't unrealistic. It stretched some of the truth, I guess.
Oh, like that's
made it more cinematic. That's cinematic. God, it's made the movie more cinematic. Before someone says that, yeah, sure, but it's still just great. And I just didn't know about all the politics. I did know like the blacklisting kind of Orson Welles and I just didn't know how deep that went with like Herman Mankiewicz.
No, there's a lot of controversies for this movie, and one of those things was that there was a book written by this lady. I don't remember her name. It's either Peach or something. Pauline Kael, I think that's what her name was. She released she released like a book in 1971 called Raising Kane, and it talked about how technically Orson Welles didn't write the book.
Yeah.
And people took that as face value. It really hurt Orson Welles. But the thing is, like, there's a lot of rebuttals between that because it's really bizarre because they're all from their own side. For example, like when Orson Welles would defend himself, everyone else who was defending him is either his assistant or someone that he's worked with.
Yeah.
And same deal with Herman Mankiewicz. He was, he was trying to fight the fact that he actually is the one that wrote it, and it's only him. And everyone else that was like Lily Collins, I think character, she was the one, she spoke publicly about how it was him that wrote it, and there was nothing touched by Orson Welles in that movie or in that story.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of back and forth with it too, with the story in general. Because when I was doing a little bit of research for this movie, and one of the things was Drunk History. They did something with this.
Oh, I think I've seen that episode.
Yeah, they were talking about this, and it was talking about how they were at dinner or something, and Herman Mankiewicz,
and all that.
Yeah, and I don't know if Mank.
I do remember that episode. Wow.
Yeah, and I don't know if Herman Mankiewicz actually did that, or if they did it in this movie.
That's one thing about this movie too. I'm sorry to interrupt, but like it feels like it's such a crazy story for all this to kind of happen.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem real. It feels like a made up story.
Yeah,
and again, some of that may be making it more cinematic, but it's just like this really happened.
It feels unreal.
Yeah. And yes, it was Pauline Kael. You were right, Tom.
Hey.
But this movie is just definitely one of the best movies that's come out all year. And it's funny because we kind of talked about it. Two of the best movies we've seen probably all year came out from Netflix. And we kind of bash Netflix sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone does the Netflix adaptation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the thing is, like, streaming doesn't really have a big reputation in the Hollywood stuff because it's streaming. It's ingested or digested by people who just want to watch things online or just want to watch shows or whatever. So, yeah, I think
that has to do. I kind of just put this together. Maybe I feel like that kind of has to do with the director.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like a lot of movies that we see or watch and the director just isn't good. You know,
Sometimes.
I feel like I can't think because this was David Fincher.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of ending things was Aaron Sorkin, right? Isn't there? No,
No.
not Aaron Sorkin. God, what's his name?
That was the guy who made a beautiful spotless mind.
Beautiful Mind.
No, spotless mind of a beautiful something. I can't remember, but it's got dude. I can't remember.
Jesse
names.
and Jesse. Charlie Kaufman. God.
Charlie Kaufman. Yeah.
Yes, he made Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
But Aaron Sorkin was in Netflix.
Yes,
he did work with Netflix.
Both.
All three.
Well, no, I was gonna say both, but not actually, because one of those videos isn't out yet. Go watch our streaming junkies on Trial of the Chicago 7. Speaking of, make sure you subscribe.
It's right there. Just click that
down there.
Right there.
Just make sure you subscribe down there. Make sure you like. Make sure you do all that. But back to Mank. I love Gary Oldman. Incredible actor.
No.
I would almost say underrated.
No, he is very underrated.
He's just amazing, and maybe that sounds stupid. I feel like
it does make sense
because you've got Leo, Brad Pitt, I don't know, Angelina Jolie. Like
it's like the sports world, you know. You have your undercards, and you have really excellent players, but they're all underestimated. And
yes,
it's basically like that with Gary Oldman. They recognize him as a great actor. They just don't do much with him.
Yeah, have you seen Darkest Hour?
I think I have.
It's him as Winston Churchill.
Yeah,
I think that won. He maybe won Best Actor.
Yeah, I didn't know that was him until
I know.
I looked
like
it up.
That's
insane.
He's a chameleon in that fact, and he was in The Fifth Sense. He was in
with a great script. He really shines.
Was it Darkest Hour?
No, it wasn't Darkest Hour, but it was something with Winston Churchill.
Yeah, Darkest Hour.
Was it?
There's The Darkest Hour, which is that has Lily James too in it. They working together. Won 2 Oscars. They were Best Achievement in Makeup and Hairstyling.
Yeah.
Fair. And Best Performance. Yep, Gary Oldman, Best Lead Actor. Gotta just close that name. Anyways, yeah, he's just so incredible. Like him in The Fifth Sense. Have you seen him Fifth Sense?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he's not that. He is a main character. Fifth Sense is a weird movie too, but like, he's just great. And Dark Knight.
Commissioner Gordon.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
You can't replace him, J.K. Simmons. Damn it, that counts.
Yeah, Mank, such an excellent movie. Really interesting backstory. Not really one that I've heard before, actually. Admittedly, I really. The thing is, when I watch something like this, almost biographical stuff.
Yes.
I almost want to look into it immediately, just because of curiosity. But I didn't really see anything about this where they were talking about how Mankiewicz was what do you call that? He was kind of the fact that the Academy Awards thing, he didn't show up for it.
Oh yeah, neither of them did.
No, neither of them.
Orson Welles or
it was a king of the RKO, the CEO. Yeah, this story is just really. It's just it seems like it's gonna be way too much for a realistic story. And that's
one thing we can talk about is just it's not for everyone whatsoever.
No, I feel like anything related to Citizen Kane isn't for anyone.
I would agree. I feel like they do a good job kind of making it more digestible for people, but it's still just not for everyone. We'll see how it does. I mean, I always judge how stuff does on Netflix, where they keep it in the trending, like number 1, top 10 trending. And I don't know where it
those
is
things are definitely not true though.
Oh no, they use it pretty much as advertising, but well, they should advertise it so it gets more Oscar noms. Yeah,
David Fincher for this story or for this movie, he was really specific with this movie. What do you call that? I mean, he's David Fincher's always like that though.
Yeah.
But there was a story that I read that Amanda Seyfried said that they would take 200 takes. There's a time that they would take 200 takes. Now that David Fincher does a lot of takes, but this one was a lot. She was talking about how there was that one scene at the table that took them about 200 takes in a whole entire week. Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, the cinematography for this movie is just excellent. It really does do that Citizen Kane style.
Yep.
Cinematography.
Yeah,
and
the flashbacks. I mean, that's one thing I actually kind of didn't pick up on that the first time.
Not even the flashbacks. It's just that the way they set up.
Oh yeah. The cinematography of everything.
They set up everyone, and the lenses they use apparently were also limited, like the one they had in Citizen Kane. So, they were really dedicated to this movie, and no one else would be perfect for it. David Fincher. I mean, it is technically his story. So,
Finch.
But yeah, overall, what do you think about the story?
The story, it's just perfect. It feels, I mean, because it is kind of, Mankiewicz wrote the story into what Citizen Kane was, into what was going on essentially in his life. Like the girl, Amanda Seyfried's character was one of the girls in the story essentially. I mean, that's the whole scene where he's at that costume party, like drunk as hell. And
one thing that I really didn't pick up on in this movie is that, it was going to be a story about the newspaper head, the exec for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see that, or him just explaining that, where he was like, yeah, this is technically about this guy or whatever, but I don't know. I might have been I just probably missed something, so I might need to rewatch it. But overall, this movie is excellent. And
without a doubt.
Yeah, it's
definitely up for the Oscar contender. Anyways. Any final thoughts, I guess?
You have anything you didn't like? Super
just disliked?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I really sat through this movie and I was like, I need to watch it a couple more times, but this could be probably top 5 movies, to be honest. Like, I just enjoyed it so much because it felt, of course, new in the way that Citizen Kane felt new, modern, whatever. But it's just, I don't know, something about this movie I really connected with and clicked, and I just really thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'll have to watch it a couple more times, but it's just something about this movie really clicked with me, and I really don't think I had any dislikes.
The only difference that this had, because I think someone compared it to Citizen Kane, or there was an interview about it. There was an interview about it where they were trying to copy Citizen Kane. The only difference is that Citizen Kane was a set, and this movie showed like the studio and all that, so the behind the scenes stuff. So, I mean, it does differentiate itself.
Oh yeah, and then the story with the whole MGM guy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and I can almost believe it that was a thing.
Yeah, that's
that guy.
So crazy.
Yeah, he's
like the jaw. Oh man. And that's the part of politics that I was like, wow, it's pretty crazy.
No, there's a lot of politics in movies.
Well, yeah, I mean just actual like politics.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's things that you don't see about it is mostly politics stuff.
Yeah.
Like even Disney and Avengers stuff has politics in it. And
yeah, that's true.
Not just like what's shown on screen, but behind the scenes for it. So, when you're working in the industry, you're almost subjected to politics.
Yeah.
And that's between like execs and the producer.
Yeah, the higher ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have any dislikes or anything. So, what about you?
I didn't either.
You want to give it a rating?
7.5, 8.
7.5. I'm giving it a 9.
Yeah, I say 7.5.
I'm literally putting it on par with Citizen Kane.
I hope David Fincher doesn't get offended by that. Because he seems like the type who'd get offended by anything. I don't know. Because he was talking about how...
I don't know the guy.
They were talking about, like... He was talking about Marvel movies or whatever, and he was like... He was talking about how, like, they were bad or something.
Ah, well. Anyways. That's been our Mank analysis review. Explained. Conclusion. Video. I don't know what to...
Are you awake?
Yeah, I just don't know what to call these. Like, analysis. I feel like analysis.
Junkies.
Yes, but I feel like we need like Mank analysis and explaining.
Oh, I was just gonna put on the title like Mank the worst movie or like Citizen Kane the worst movie. He'll guess
The worst movie? Question mark.
He'll get us attraction.
Yeah, we need more clickbait.
No, I saw a review on this movie actually, and someone was like, "Yeah, it's about Citizen Kane or whatever." Like,
it's okay. Keep going.
yeah, it's about like Citizen Kane or whatever. It's like, I don't understand why they would make this kind of movie.
I bet they haven't seen Citizen Kane.
No, they have. He was just really overly critical about movies about people that really just super liked.
Fair.
Or it's like it's like a staple of a movie, and they were just really critical about it. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm overanalyzing what they said, but whatever.
That's been our Mank video. That's been our black and white week. We thank y'all for watching. We love movies. Well, I gotta tell y'all to subscribe and like. I also gotta tell you to comment.
And if you didn't like,
hit the bell.
And if you didn't like it,
don't.
You know what to do.
You know what to do.
Yeah, just like the any interaction's cool with us. Yeah.
Now I can say it. We love movies. We love y'all. We've been the Continuity Crew. We will see y'all next time. Thank y'all for watching.
I'm gonna choke on this.
Bye.